Hello, my name is Lowell, pronouns he, him, and this is Star Trek Adventure Second Edition with the crew of the Kintsugi. This is the third series. Really, I'm picturing it that we had a mid-season break, and now we're doing sort of the second half of the season, carrying on from last time. Our actor playing the Doctor had other commitments, and so has bowed out. And we do plan for the actor playing the captain to return. So we'll bring that back in at some point. This session is part of the Open Hearth Gaming Community, which is an online gaming club slash community that you can find out more about at openhearthgaming.com. You can check that out. We are using Mayhero's reference. We're using the DD dice roller. You may hear us complain about that at some point. And We are also using a set of Google Sheets that I've put together for Star Trek Adventure Second Edition. Hey, if you want to message me if you want a copy of that so that you can play, we find it pretty useful. We don't use another VTT, although I do know that there are some good ones out there that people have used. I'm trying to think. My friend Patrick used one and really enjoyed it. But we're using this for simplicity's sake. So we are going to be taking up, kind of looking over things. I just want to review quickly, since we are a new series. We are, of course, using lines and veils and uh, X card and a romance matrix and all of these things. All of you played before the previous part of this, so we know that. But just to go over what we have as hard lines for play, I want to bring it up so that if you object to safety tools, you can leave a comment about that so I can get my engagement. So thank you. Lines, we have fat phobia, graphic gore, harm to children, homophobia, racism, sexual assault, transphobia, and cannibalism. We have veils on topics of eye injuries, harm to animals, sexual content, and torture. And then we have ask firsts on mind control, PC betrayal, suicide. So those things are out there. Again, X card we're using. We'll get the romance matrix there. We'll be folding Alan in at some point, and I'll go over those things when he gets here. Uh, I did take the NPC Series 2, that NPC tab, and I've left that in there so that you can go back and look at the NPCs and pictures there. But I have a sort of fresh tab for Series 3 there as well. All right. So one of the things that Jolene mentioned that I think is a reasonable thing for us to do is when we started this series, we talked about a palette of things we're more interested in, less interested in. I'll go over those. There were some wishes as well. We'll kind of check on that. So more interested in political diplomatic plots, stumbling on mysteries of the universe, weird stuff on alien worlds, uh, conflict present, saving lives in the nick of time, complications of different species, personal lives of the crew members, which I hope we've gotten a bit of throughout, and holodeck programs. That's one that we've alluded to, but we still haven't gotten a holodeck episode. So I think that that will be definitely in the cards for the second half of this. A couple of things that we're less interested in is the horrors of war, like dwelling on that. The Dominion War is going to be in the background. That is the timetable that we're in. So that's going to be alluded to, but we are not going to, like, that's not going to be front and center, uh, visible on screen hugely. But we are going to reference it. In fact, there's a bit in today's episode that we're going to kind of reference that, allied it a little bit. But and then time travel. Nobody wants time travel, so we got no time travel in here. So that's all out. Still wishes. We got a list of wishes. We got a bunch of them last time, so we may come back. Jolene, you said that you asked kind of about doing the palette. So let me start with you. Is there something you want to add to the
I mean,
more
yes,
interested in,
but
less
it's
interested in?
problem because it's conflicts with the person that put time travel and the less interested in. I
Okay.
desperately want a time travel episode.
You desperately want a time travel episode. Well, I think that uh
I
we I we'll have to save on that. But I tell you what, I promise you that I will get you a time travel episode in one of these Star Trek games that we play in.
Cool.
Does that
Thank you.
sound reasonable?
Yes.
Uh Donna, is there anything you want to add to the more interested in or less interested in here?
Um, no, I think this is still certainly the more interested in is definitely what I'm still interested in.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, I don't know whether we have a like the personal lives of the crew members. Does that sound like something that would be almost like a an episode where there's nothing but B plots? I don't know. Um,
Well,
uh,
there is a thing. Last time, and you may recall this, I promised you a Lower Decks episode, and most of the people came in expecting a very different Lower Decks episode, not the cartoon Lower Decks episode, but the original Next Generation episode. So perhaps one of these sessions we will do a an actual Lower Decks meet the characters episode. So I think that's a reasonable request. Sabine, anything?
While I'm not super excited about time travel, I would not mind having a single time travel episode or a couple of episodes, right? Um, I am also interested in the horrors of war, not as a general topic for this whole thing, but maybe as with the time travel thing for a specific episode that contents with that, and then the rest and other stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna italicize those
I
since we're done.
wonder if it would help if I explain the vibe of the time travel episodes I like. Like,
Like I may come back to you when I go to
okay,
think about that.
yeah.
Uh
Because
uh
I remember some being like, I don't want to get hung up on the continuity of it all. I'm like, yeah,
yes.
neither do I.
Whatever we do with time travel, it will be one that will
Yeah.
like
I
not
think like
particularly,
I
you
think
know,
like the Quark and Rom go back in time episode.
Oh, Little Green Man, that is a
yeah.
fun
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I also love the triple the Deep Space Nine triple thing.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. And that is fine because you don't really mess with this whole, yeah, we're traveling through time now and we have to be careful or not. Who knows?
Well, and that may be like we'll have a conversation about that about what
Hmm?
if
Yeah,
it is the
sure.
whole question of paradoxes and time travel as an issue. I think that's a different issue than time travel in general.
Mhm.
Jolene, is there anything else you want to mention, add in for more or less interested in?
Um, no, I mean I the stuff that we already have and the more interested in holds up. So
Okay. Anybody else anything?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do we get to do new B plots or should we do
Yeah, I'm
B
coming to that. Yeah. Yeah.
plots?
We're going to come
Okay,
to
I
thank you.
characters and talk
guess
about that in a second.
this might fall under the personal lives of the crew members, but like
Sure.
I like examining the promotion aspect while in Starfleet. And it's not like a big plot thing because that's more of just like a narrative thing, but
Yeah. Why don't I put that
like
under
hey, here's
wishes?
your new pip.
Promotion moments. We'll put that under wishes. How about?
Yeah. All right, now
Okay.
jump for the hat.
Yeah. It was a nice, I mean, it was a nice ongoing thing. We certainly had the tension with Ward and Devell on that. Let me come to our main characters. Uh, let's walk through everybody. I want to go through. Uh, D- Devell, give us again like the elevator pitch on who you are.
Um, Dr. DeVal is very much like a scientist, but she's very like terrain-based science, archaeology, I think anthropology and botany is like her main thing. She's the head of science department just through sheer academic research, on the ship specifically. Like
Right.
she's not a go-to warp specialist, which is like maybe not ideal for some, but she's very good at reading.
Uh, and we have a couple of the B plots that you've got listed there. I know
Yeah,
we
I
hit a
already changed
couple.
them
Oh,
up.
you already changed
It's
them up?
yeah.
So tell us what those B plots are.
I like the idea of like an old flame arrives the ship and complications arise. How? Who knows? And then the other one is like the classic TNG, like, hey, family wedding, you're required. And it's like, oh, got to go back home.
I have an idea particularly for that, so I may check with you before I bring that in as a plot. I may interlard both of those.
That's fine
That
by me.
seems reasonable. Let's give Alan a second. I think he came in on the wrong Zoom account, so we'll give him a second to come in on the correct one, uh, and we'll get him logged in. Anything you want to do? Were there any changes you want to make in terms of focus or talents or anything like that?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
like I looked them over. I'm like, anthropology and archaeology never came up, but I'm hoping we get more of that in the future because,
Hmm.
more plots, the plot, the planet will always change or whatever.
I have to log out.
Uh, let's come to Astrid then. Uh, Acting Captain Astrid Ward. Give us the elevator pitch again on you.
Yeah, I think a young human officer who started out as the helm officer, the flight controller, whatever we're calling it, this era. And yeah, I think had been stuck in this, I'm good at that one thing, and I'm gonna keep to that until I guess a command shakeup and some encouragement from another officer uh, prompted her to go for kind of commit to the command track. And yeah, with Drenovate's absence over a couple of episodes, took command and has everyone's favorite love to hate NPC Haskell showed
Yes.
up on a couple of occasions to cause her a headache, but it was all good.
Is there anything you want to change on your focuses or values or talents?
Yeah, so I had this value about self-reliance and independence, and I think I'm swapping that out for something like "We Are Stronger Together," which is a
Okay.
very core Star Trek-y value, I think, because of that change in her kind of outlook. Um, she's now responsible for most of the people.
Hmm.
Everything else I've kind of stayed the same. I kind of have an eye on ditching hands-on pilot. Maybe that would be something whereby the rest of the Helm's crew are trained up and like she is no longer kind of at that quite so much as usual, and the Kintsugi isn't a kind of a closed book to anyone else as it is kind of at the moment. So
Absolutely.
I
Of
might
course,
swap that out for something.
when you trade that out, we'll immediately have a big starship combat, of course. So
Yeah,
that'll
yeah, yeah, for
that's how
sure, for
that will
sure.
work. Uh, uh, what are you thinking in terms of B plots? I know one of them we had before we kind of have done, and we talked about that before we start recording. You're still good with the holodeck program one?
Yeah, I think someone needs to mess with her holodeck program of the USS Melbourne. And I rolled a new one just when we were talking. So you make friends with an alien who's being deported back to their homeworld for political reasons.
Okay.
Uh, that sounds juicy.
I like that. I like that. Uh, and then we're going to come to to Linka Savari.
Yeah, Linka Savari, that's who I'm playing. She, her pronouns. Linka Savari is Bajoran. Her father was a collaborator in the occupation. She did not agree. She used her position as his daughter to commit acts of sabotage. And well, yeah. She then after the occupation ended, she joined Starfleet because she does not really want to hang around on Bajor, where everybody knows the name Inca as the name of one of the chief collaborators. So she also likes to go by to be addressed by the name Savari. She's an engineer. She likes pushing boundaries as an engineer because, I mean, business is usually leads to complacency, you know. She also had an ARP experience. And she was tainted, race tainted, but I think we solved this, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Cool. I'll take that off. Yes. Her she was marooned. She encountered a spatial anomaly. And I have the one B plot interest that with the cultural artifact that my father let fall in the hand of the Cardassians, but that might have just been
Yeah,
the thing that
we tried
did
to throw
last
that at
time.
you a couple of times the last episode, and
Mm-hmm.
you didn't want to
Yeah.
bite on that. So maybe you want to find something else?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So yeah, take a look through and see if you find some ones that you would like on there, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll try and work that in.
Yeah. Okay.
And it is Savari. Good. I'm glad you putting that right
Mm-hmm.
out there so I can try and
Mm-hmm.
remember the names
Mm-hmm.
correctly.
Yeah.
You said you were going to change one of your talents?
Yes, I changed the more power talent to the jury rig because I saw the jury rig in the Eschaton series and it was pretty good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, yeah, I think I want that.
Okay. Awesome. And then Alan, I know you played with us before. You've taken a look at our safety tools. Is there anything you want to add onto those? Just take a quick look through. Um, we also did a little talk about the palette briefly. There was some advocating for certain kinds of time travel episodes, but we'll come back to that.
I thought we
So
could slip a time travel episode in before Will comes back.
yes, no paradoxes. I think that was the thing. So we're going to introduce Litaal in play, but why don't you give us the character side, mechanical side, so we know who they are.
Yeah, I mean, when he left the Kintsugi, he left as chief engineer, and I don't want to step on Linka Savari's toes in that. So I've shuffled some points about to make it a bit more commandy and a little less engineering-y. And I've done the same with my focuses. I've stripped out all the engineering focuses, bar communications, because that fits with what I think has happened to him in the intervening several years. Um, and I've opted for I kept incisive scrutiny and advisor and computers. And then I've added multidiscipline and well informed again to swap out some engineering talents in favor of something else.
Hmm.
Um, uh, because I think it's been an interestingly varied couple of years for Han Litaal. And the
Absolutely.
thing about multidiscipline is that it gives me access to a second role benefit. Now, as I imagine him as a currently, going to be visiting under the auspices of the Office of the Inspector General, um, I tinkered what I think is there's a in the book there's a political advisor or something.
Hmm.
Um, so the Office of the Inspector General, you have to define a directive, and I've said Starfleet can only be as effective as it is efficient and honest. There's a benefit when acting in support or pursuit of this directive, but complications ensue when not. It's not clear in the rules what the benefit might be, but there you go. Um, Multidiscipline. I've gone expert the Kintsugi because I did help build her.
Right.
And that gives me access to a an additional value, focus, the nooks and crannies of the Kintsugi and his former shipmates.
Nice. I think that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, that's perfect.
And I get a value related to that as well, which is deep affection for the Kintsugi.
Excellent. Uh, so as I said, we've had our mid-season break. This is the back half of the season. Um, we had a change of some actors on there. Key personnel that we still have returning. We have Ensign Farga. She's been a key figure throughout. Tavilik, our security chief, is present. Lieutenant Commander Tatasa is our chief engineer. And I think the other person I'd mention is Ezra Asha, who's our counselor person, is not present in this series. She has her actress has gone over to the other show. So just to tell you that. Um, it does mean that at some point we will need to get uh, a a significant medical supporting character in there. Uh, yeah. So because of course we've lost our featured doctor and our Bolian doctor is more of a kind of a like how do I put this comedy relief medical character. Uh so uh we are starting again. We see the Kintsugi, we see some other ships, we see one of the real classic style star bases. You know, again, you know how they kind of glitz them up for Strange New Worlds, but they still kind of have that shape of the old one with the dome and the bits off from it. And we can see that the Kintsugi is there at Starbase 14. And we take up, this is some vague amount of time after the last episode. It's more weeks than days, but definitely not months since then. And I think we will kind of do a scene where we see some of the crew, some of our like supporting characters, kind of out on the promenade of the Starbase, where we can see a broadcast and news of the war. And what's coming through right now is a pretty significant loss to the Dominion, essentially an ambush and three ships lost, all hands lost in that the Steadfast, the Andorian ship, the Zohalat, and the Vulcan ship, the Tashok. And I think we see that, and I think we can probably see on various people's faces, like a lot of them new people on these vessels. Um, and I think that's a pall that is kind of hanging over. DS9 still remains in Dominion hands. The Dominion continue to press forward. Um, so I want to start with Devel here. Uh, do you want to have a scene to kind of showcase her like on board the ship or on the starbase? What do you think you want to give us a chance to show? Do you want to interact with someone? Do you just want to do a
Um,
montage? What do you think?
I think on the Starbase,
Okay,
maybe she's like meeting with some of the scientists and going over the hydroponics, I guess. That's like the
okay,
go-to. Keep the work busy, especially with
abs
all the
yeah.
news.
And I
Some
think that is like you're talking to them. We probably got that beautiful, silent running hydroponics thing in the background there that you're
oh,
you're talking with people.
maybe it's like they're in the swamp underneath the bay.
Okay,
And she's
yeah.
walking freely because she's a Rhyme, but they're in like the full containment suit.
Right.
Like,
And I think that they are stopping. You can tell that they're hearing some of the broadcast come in on their comms and things. Um, and yeah, we see you. Like, what is your attitude? Like, what mood do we think that Devel is in here?
I think she's focused on the work because, the moment she stops, the weight of it all crashes down on her.
Okay, okay,
And like she's trying to like put on the brave commandery face of, if I don't let it show, they won't be affected.
Okay. Yeah, and one of the other things I think you will note is like it's a very small set of scientists here. Like a lot of the people who would be, here out on these star bases doing science, they've been recalled, they've been assigned to ships, they've been pulled back to safer positions, safer posts. I mean, a star base is a target of opportunity for the Dominion War. Sivari, what do we see of you here?
I think Savari, this is a Starbase, right? And they
Yeah,
have people who sell parts. Okay.
yeah.
So I think she's following up with her interest in historical spaceships and also in her interest in the Kintsugi, because I mean, this ship can use parts, right? There are always stuff missing or stuff that you could work in, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's at the slightly shady stall, maybe run by a Ferengi or a Nausicaan, and she is clearly like, "Oh, this is maybe I'll take this. Sure, I mean, what is this even? This is probably bullshit. But I have a soft heart for your people. You have suffered enough." And so she tries to haggle. She is not very good at that.
I think you will be surprised at how well you do. Maybe a little bit pleased until you kind of realize in the conversation that's going around here is these people are selling off their stuff because they are getting out of here.
Ah, okay.
Because they are they are reasonably afraid that
Mm-hmm.
the starbase could come under attack. But you'll get some good stuff.
Okay.
But of course, a Ferengi trader can't give you the like they want to get rid of it, but they cannot bring themselves to give you the full discount. So there is a lot of
No.
that play and give.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps, Savari, they maybe get a little frustrated with your haggling skills, and
Mm-hmm.
they kind of lean forward as to say, now, ask me for a little bit less. Ask,
Oh, yes. What? Less? Okay.
Oh, you're killing me! Why do you kill me? Yes, yes, if I have to. And I think there's a lot of that.
Okay. I feel a little bad actually for him now.
Um,
Um,
but yeah,
but
you
I
get some.
take I mean I take the part, I guess, and maybe
Absolutely
I will take another more expensive part that I don't strictly need, but just to give him more, you know?
perfect, perfect. And Ward, I'm going to frame up the scene that we're going to have you in here on the Starbase. I think we see you seated in a room. There are a couple of senior Starfleet personnel there, at least one person who has that sort of Commodore uniform on. Uh, and I think we see, and I couldn't find the name right off the top of my head, but the admiral who originally gave you the Haskell mission, who was kind of apologetic about it, he is present there. And he's looking over the notes, going over the pad from the mission, and so on. And he will say, seem to have performed admirably, uh, Commander Ward. Um, yeah, I think Tosei is right. Uh, he, he will say, so we would ask you, and I would ask you to pass on to your senior personnel that any discussion of the orb discovery be on a need to know basis. We consider that a important strategic asset for what is going to come with Bajor in the future. So just ask that they not discuss it generally with any people outside of the immediate crew. Are you comfortable with that?
Um, well, I'll try. I know with the Bajorans amongst them, it may be a little bit more difficult. But I'll make the request.
Yeah, absolutely. We understand that situation is contentious. Uh, Captain, sorry. And he pauses. He says, uh, Commander Haskell submitted his report about the operations. He was very neutral in his assessment of your performance, which I think speaks to how exemplary your performance must have been.
Well, I'm sure he would like a little bit more time to reframe it as worst he can, not to cast aspersions on a fellow officer, of course.
Understood. No, permission to speak freely. This was a this was not an advantageous situation for you, and you performed well. That being said, uh, we are still uncertain as to when Captain Vate will be able to return to the command position, and we would ask that you continue on as acting captain for the Kintsugi if you are comfortable with that.
Of course, sir.
At the same time, uh, there have been requests made, and in order to ensure performance readiness, we will be putting someone from the Office of Inspector General uh, on your ship to help and to oversee operations.
And here I was thinking every able-bodied officer with command experience would be on a ship. That's not quite what I thought it meant.
And he will pause and he says, there are situations that occur with, as you understand, personal agendas and so on. This is the way to make sure that those agendas don't get in the way of what you're doing from other people. Uh, I have I have contacted someone who I think will be perhaps the best fit and most helpful to you in your work here. Um, and then we'll say, we'll hit the comms and say, please send Commander Litaal in. And I think we see the door open. And Commander Han Litaal, it has been, some time in terms of the actor,
3 years.
3 years. So, like, what is different? What's different about the makeup? What's different about the hair? How do we know that it's the same actor, but we've made those changes. So what is different here?
I think he's grayer, and he's always shaved his head, but now he has a ponytail, a man bun at the back, um, and he's wearing Commander Pips, which is a step up from the last time that Ward saw him. Lieutenant Commander Ward. Um, what a surprise!
Uh, Indeed, Commander Litaal. Great to see you again.
I requested this posting. I thought it was important that someone knew the Kintsugi could make a judgment of the Kintsugi. It's part of a sweep. We're trying to make some assessments of just how much of these kit bash ships, do they have a future? Are they just for these emergencies? And I wanted to be the one making some of that judgment.
Well, I'm sure
because
neither of us will let
frankly, who else
our
would be able to?
biases. uh,
And I am interested to look at command efficiency as well as the operations of the ship. And what
well,
is different is that there's almost a conciliation in him.
um, I'm sure we'll have a robust debate about our command performances, um, if I recall correctly.
Indeed.
And I think Tose will dismiss you and will say, Commander Ward, your team has another 24 hours leave here if there's anything you wish to do on board the station before you depart.
Thank you, sir. We'll take all the time we have.
Is that like, here's the question is once you get out of the corridor and the two of you are there away from command staff, like, is there more conversation or does Litaal think that's done and we're done with that convo? What do you think?
No, I think Litaal looks at Ward and says, I'm sorry if I offended when I was a surprise, but uh, 3 years is quite a rapid progression from, a lieutenant straight out of the academy, pretty much, to captain. Um, I have to say, it's less of a shock to me than Vate. I always thought you had it in you.
Um, well, Captain Vate I think, has seen fit to trust me as his XO. And I think he is less of perhaps the security officer, though he still is a little bit, that you might remember.
I shall find it very interesting to assess the Kintsugi's performance under your command and compare it to him.
Well, I'm sure
Just
you've
sorry,
accessed.
outtake. I think there is a point where I am going to overlap with Will. Maybe a section or
Yes,
so.
I think
Yeah,
so. Yeah.
yeah.
I like to imagine as you're having this conversation, we see Tavilik come down the corridor. I think we see Tavilik see Litaal and see Ward, and Tavilik does a 180, turns around and goes the other way immediately.
Civic!
Uh, uh,
Excuse me, Lieutenant Commander. I need to catch up with that officer.
uh, and he will stand to Litaal. We're going to come back to that in a moment. Savari, you have come back. We're on board the ship. They're kind of getting ready. There's still some time for downtime in case anybody wants to do a any kind of shore leave thing. But I think you are in engineering when you hear what sounds like a shout, a groan, a cry, like of horror from elsewhere in the engineering bay. Uh, and you'll look and you will see that Tatasa is standing there with a couple of people from engineering, and she has gone light green, the equivalent
Oh,
of
oh
going
no.
white as a sheet
Okay.
for engineering. What do you do?
Wow. I will first check the sensors. Anything wrong? No, then I go over and figure out what's going on.
Uh, she will stop herself and she will say, uh, "Oh, um, I'm sorry, Sabari. I just had
Uh,
some bad news."
oh, so of a personal nature then, or can I do anything?
She pauses and she goes, uh, my my mentor uh uh is visiting to do uh uh some inspections.
Oh, that's bad.
It's not bad. I don't want to say bad. Bad is not what I do not, but it has been a while, and he
Ah,
has a very particular methodology.
uh, okay. I
Sorry, it's not as bad as
don't.
the Haskell thing,
Oh, good,
but yeah,
good. That was bad. That was real bad. So
yeah.
that is not a rousing endorsement I hear here.
Uh, uh, well, here's the thing, Savari. The weight that I bear is not going to be bared by you. He has some background in engineering, so he may come and talk to you on those
Right?
matters. Just uh, if you run into Commander Litaal,
Mm-hmm.
uh, 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 um, listen carefully before you answer.
Okay.
That's my
Uh,
one suggestion there.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Um, um, oh, wow. Okay. I guess I'll just maybe get into the vents and fix the photonic drive manifold
That
because it's acting wonky.
yeah, we had a 0.38 variability on that, so it probably
Yeah,
needs a full tune
yeah,
up. Yeah.
exactly. Oh, and I found and I show her what I found and look at what I found. I found a digressor. It's an ancient one from 2 centuries ago. But if we build this into our into our phaser conduits, you know what that could do,
Oh, that's interesting. It'd take a
right?
lot of work, but yeah, the
Yeah,
possibilities are strong.
yeah, right, right.
Uh, Duvel. Oh, Duvel may have stepped away. Um, uh,
I was
uh,
just blowing my nose. I don't want
that's
to do it
okay.
on camera.
Absolutely. Uh, Duvel, what is your reaction when because you're kind of in like, you've effectively kind of been the XO for Ward, you know, here. What is the reaction that you have when through the grapevine comes this news that the former chief engineer, Litaal, his reputation is somewhat contentious on board the ship, but he's also served on a number of significant command postings over the last couple of years. What do you think your reaction is?
Um, I think she's asked around like, why is he so Then it just comes down to, oh, so he's a Tellarite, and he's just a Tellarite. That's okay. We know, we're supposed to argue with them, right? Like, and she's like, she's not sure how to feel about it because, she's worried this is undermining Ward, her friend.
Hmm.
And like we've been getting by, we do look forward for the captain to return because the pressures mount, obviously. But she's just she's not sure what's going to happen. It's like, well, has he changed? I mean, has he gotten more grumpy behind a desk?
I think that that's fair. You get the news, and certainly I think your questioning, your attitude is certainly
Gets a
shared
plant
by
ready to give him as a gift,
absolutely.
classic. Oh, senior staff, here you go.
Uh, let's do this. Let's take our break. Let's take 10. We'll come back. We'll do the setup and we'll do the captain's log and we'll do this mission and see how that goes. So take 10 and then we will continue on. So we begin. We have the credits again. The motif is the graphics of the ship kind of fragmenting and being pulled back together. We've got the kind of golden look to the spaceship. The audience at home is divided on this. Some people like it being more abstract. Some people don't. They're at least glad that there's somebody singing a song on it, so there's some relief on that score. But that's kind of divided. And then we come and we will see the Kintsugi. the Challenger class vessel, and we will see, traveling at warp at this point when we get the log, Donna.
Stardate 2374, acting captain's log. Dominion incursions have increased, pushing closer to the Federation core worlds. As a result, the Kintsugi has been dispatched to Meru 6, a relatively uninhabited Class M planet near the Sakara system. Starfleet Command has lost contact with the research posts there. Admiral Nechayev reluctantly informed me that the post is classified and involved with weapons development and testing for the coming conflict. We are to ascertain the situation, recover the team's research if possible, and keep it out of enemy hands if not.
And I think that the kind of the basic briefing has been given to people. When we hear, our person at the con go, we're about to come out of warp, Lieutenant Commander Ward.
Thank you. All stations, yellow alert.
Okay, we'll go to yellow alert to the change in lights. Commander Litaal, are you on a station, or are you in the number one chair in the XO's chair?
I think that I'm standing behind Lieutenant Commander Ward. I can't remember on our bridge whether we have the tactical station behind or to either side,
I
but
think we have behind, so I think it can
okay,
be.
so to one side,
Okay.
just observing. Don't mind me, I'm just observing.
Pay no attention. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Uh we will definitely see that. Ward, we want to get a shot of this. Uh what is your mood? What are you telling the audience about your relationship to Litaal? Is he not in your mind eye at all? Are you aware of him? Is it nerve-wracking having him there? What do we know there?
I think initially there's like there's something hovering in my peripheral vision and that is annoying me. But that only happens once. I think Ward kind of quickly just ignores Natal. Uh, if that isn't too rude. Um, and I don't know if Devel is in the number one chair
Duvel, are
or
you on a
a
science station or
science.
are you in the number one chair? You're muted, or at least I can't hear you.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. I think she's at the science station. The number one chair is just empty right now.
Okay.
Because like she's doing scans. She's got to do some scans. We just came out.
Absolutely. And Savari, if you don't mind, I'm going to put you on the bridge, having taken the rotation that there's usually someone from engineering that they have,
Yep. Okay.
monitoring. So you're on there. Uh, Yellow alert. Shields will come up, and you will drop out of warp, and we've got that effect. It's kind of again kind of the more cool dropping out of warp effect that we use from Strange New Worlds and things like that. Uh, and we will see, it is a planetary system, and we can see the Meru 6. There are a number of smaller planets closer to the sun. This is in that sort of habitable band. You would know the basics that it is a class M, though the atmosphere and such is that you wouldn't want to stay here for extended periods of time without, having access to some kind of rebreather or things like that. There is a little bit of some corrosive elements in the atmosphere. It is a jungle planet, though. It is a rich biome there, Devel. I think you're probably fascinated by that more than anything else. But as we come in, we can see the planet and we can immediately tell that there are something unusual. From this distance, we've got that beautiful shot of the planet, and we can see lightning storms in the atmosphere, like big enough that, they are visible from space. Uh, we can also see that near what is it, the northern pole, that there is some kind of energy distortion or something in the atmosphere around that. Um, at this point, just visible, it's hard to tell what it is exactly. But I think the thing that will pop up uh, is that there is very clearly a lot of debris, large debris, in orbit around the planet. And this is not a planet with satellites or anything like that. Um, so, Devel, you're on science. Let's have you start with the first scan, and then we're gonna come around and give everybody a chance to check in, ask questions, do observations, that kind of thing.
Sure thing.
So this is
That's
sensors, ship sensors.
okay.
So a 14/3 for the sensor for the ship's die.
Okay. And presumably it's science and control?
For this, it would be yes, I would say set control sounds good.
All right, so 14 for the ship and 14 for me.
Okay.
Or
Do
no,
you, do you,
15 for me. My
okay,
science
15
is
for you.
5.
Do you have a focus for ship sensors?
No,
Okay.
no.
Then let's have you roll your two dice and the third odd colored die.
Sure, sure. That is 3 successes.
Three successes. So two successes, and I'm going to give you some information based on that, and then you can ask follow-up questions. And again, wide range scans. Are you more interested in the debris, in what's going on with the planet, with the system? What are you focusing your initial scans on?
Um, we were sent here because of a starbase went dark or something, or an outpost went dark.
So there is a research facility. In fact, actually,
Facility
let me quickly grab, and I'll drop the uh, text of the captain's log into the chat here real quick. Let me go grab that. There you go.
went. Okay.
I have to
Then it would
remember to
be
do that.
yeah.
So,
Then it would be the planet because that's where the facility is
okay.
presumably located. So we might need to go down.
So I think one of the first questions that you have is, okay, what is going on at that polar region? Like
Hmm.
that's the first thing. It almost looks like there is an ion storm that is forming there. That's a space thing, space energy thing, and it's sort of had forming up there at that polar area. It's not anything that you've seen before. Uh, the atmosphere itself is highly charged and disturbed, making like any kind of deep scans to the surface really difficult. But you've got a momentum. Would you like to ask a question? Do you have any talents that affect this? You've already kind of
Let's see.
gotten one question answered.
Well, I may ask one additional question as if I spent momentum because I
Yep.
succeeded at a task assisted by the ship's sensors. So, um, what here should I be on the lookout for?
Uh, it does look like there's also some volcanic activity happening in the southern region of the planet,
Hmm.
which is unusual. Uh, uh, and like that could potentially be a long-term problem here.
Hmm.
Um, the energy readings are very unexpected. This isn't what is A recorded at all in the planet's, atmosphere, behavior, anything like that. Does that seem like a reasonable answer?
Yeah, yeah.
I forget.
Uh,
Can you create a trait now?
no, that was the only one question I asked.
No,
But
I gave you the first question. The first question was with the two successes was essentially that. Yeah,
let's see. Once per scene, when you ask two or more questions using obtained information, you may immediately create a trait using it representing your theoretical understanding of the subject of those questions.
give a sense of what
So,
you might like to put on the table here.
let's see. Planet survey?
Okay,
I guess it'd be orbital survey.
okay. Actually, oh yeah, I forgot the traits thing down there.
Then I will put that
Oof, that's
one
misspelled
momentum in the
badly.
pool.
Okay, go ahead and type that in.
Sure, sure. It's like we need momentum, so.
Yeah. Let's go Ward, Savari, and then Litaal. That's kind of the order I want to do this. Ward, what are you doing here? What are you asking for, ordering, doing yourself?
Let's see if we can't make contact with the facility. I know things are bad down there, but maybe we can use some kind of shortwave um, device that would cut through the interference or the radiation.
Sure. Let's say Control plus Con.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you have
I
any kind of
don't.
communications focus?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that is pretty flat. So
And the
yeah,
ship's
success.
comms plus con is 12/4.
Okay, so let me roll those. So that will be three
Three
successes.
successes. So uh, I think that you will be able to pick up with those three successes, punch through and pick up that there is an automated distress coming on an encrypted channel. I mean, this is a weapons testing base. It is a secret weapons testing base. They are so what they're broadcasting on is a Federation encrypted channel to kind of hide that communication. But you'll be able to pick up that it is an automated signal. There's no like vocal component. Nobody's recorded something and put it in there. It is just the automated distress. But that does tell you that uh, the base is still intact, and there is at least some amount of power at the base. Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah.
Do you want to
Um,
send a message through with that extra success?
yeah, I think that's very reasonable. We'll um, return a message to identify ourselves and say we are sending aid. Um,
Okay, absolutely. You kind of signaled, and the comms operators go, "I'm not getting any particular reply to that, Captain."
Thank you. And
Savari. Oh, go on. Yes, Ward.
no, I was just gonna say, like, I want to give Savari a chance, but also I think Ward's maybe glance back to Devel is, you know, y- you'll be going down there, leading an away team. I think the shorthand is strong with them.
I like that. Uh, Savari, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, there's debris in there, right? We haven't
Yeah,
looked at that clearly. Is that kind of, well, that's might be artificial, so I think I'll just do a little scan and see if it's artificial, and if it is artificial, if I can identify what it is, and if we can do anything with it.
absolutely. I think that we're going to use again the ship's
Hmm.
sensors
Yeah.
there. So 14.3. And
Hmm.
then let's do uh, uh, reason plus engineering.
Okay, that's 14, and I mean I don't know if the power systems focus will apply.
Not
So
appropriate here.
no. Okay.
But do the
So
2d20 and then
okay.
we'll do another 1d20.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we have these, and then we do use this one for the ship, and roll these. Okay, that's not a great roll. I have one success, I think. Reason plus engineering, you said
Yep.
that's 14.
Can I Litaal doing this has been wandering about the bridge, looking over people's shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just wondering whether my advisor talent could play a part here.
Sure. Tell us what that talent is, and then we'll kind of RP it in here.
Whenever you assist another character using your command, the assisted character may re-roll 1d20.
Okay. So the assisters from the ships die, but we'll have you kind of in place. So, Savari, do you think that Latal helps, and you get the reroll, or do you think it's that you're irritated by the butting in and you get the reroll?
I'm irritated by the butting.
Okay.
Honestly, Savari has authority issues anyway, so
So let's
no.
have you roll a d20.
Okay. I re-rolled one of those.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you. That was not helpful.
Uh, so I think that as you are doing the scans, Savari, and Latal suggests maybe we try this frequency. And I think when you do that, there is an explosion. And the ship is rocked, and it's going to take a breach. Uh, um, Roll me a d20, Ward.
It's good to have you back, Litaal. It's two.
Two?
Yeah, two.
Okay. So there is a breach in comms. Essentially, the communication systems get hit there, so on. Essentially, whatever you did, apparently there was some active ordnance there, and it detonated when the frequency went out, and even with the ship's shields up, they'll cycle and restore quickly. But here's what you can tell, besides that damage, Sabari, is that's Dominion wreckage.
Oh,
But that's the
interesting.
extent of the info that you
Mhm.
have right this
Yeah,
second.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
Part of that comes from the kind of blast that you just took. Was like essentially a Dominion torpedo.
I mean, I also had one success, right?
Yeah. Kind of combining all that together here.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Cool.
uh,
Well done.
Latal.
Now I got something to repair.
Yeah, absolutely. Latal, so what's your reaction to that happening?
You said it's Savari, again, Savari's first name, Linker is second.
Savari is what they're being called in
Okay.
play.
Savari,
Yeah.
we must discuss the way that you've arranged the connections on this panel.
I feel, sir, that this might not be the ideal moment to do this.
Oh no. We'll sidebar it for now, but there's clearly something very odd going with that panel.
Yeah. Yes. Sir. Sure. Looking forward to it.
Latal, do you want to take an action?
Yeah, I think I'll go and sit in the XO seat
Okay.
now that nobody's in it. One didn't want to presume. And say to Ward, this is rather more complex than your mission briefing suggested, isn't it?
Well, the mission briefing didn't mention any of this. It's true, but I assume this is all new. Given that communications will be vital if we are to remain in contact with our away team. Litaal, why don't you see to helping Savari fix those?
I think probably I'm better off doing that on my own, Ward, to be honest. Um, I don't feel that she likes me.
Litaal, has that ever been a problem for you before?
Um, I'm trying to be more sensitive. I appreciate not everyone sees my approach as straightforward and to the point. We all develop.
Ward, I will give you a point of determination if you let Litaal stay in that chair and send Savari down to fix that instead.
Uh, okay, okay, I'll take that.
Okay, does that seem like a reasonable way to challenge
I
your
will.
values?
Yeah, I am. I'm easily bribed. That's what I'll say as a player. Um,
That's your personal value rather than your
yeah.
character's value.
Well, Latal, why don't you think of something useful to do in advance of the away mission going down?
Yes, I will. Are you going to run a briefing, Captain?
When we have more information, indeed.
Fine,
But
I'll sit
sensors
in.
are down. Sorry, comms are down, so we're not going to get any response back to our message.
Let's come to Devel. Let's do another once around of actions to gain more information or do other things or repair the comms in the case of Zvari. Devel, you've gotten rooted in. You now know what the debris is Dominion. You've gotten this explosion. Was it a trap? Whatnot? What do you want to do? What do you want to scan for?
Um,
Or
oof.
do you want to get your away team together?
I mean, I want to generate momentum, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
I think that's asking questions and rolling dice, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. I think she's gonna try to do some more scans, but for looking for the best potential route to take a shuttle,
Okay.
which
All
is
right.
not a good, probably not good for her.
So let's again. I think we are still on science.
Okay,
Uh,
I'll take it.
and science and control. I think.
All right. Yep.
Still can use the ship's die for that.
Sure, unless somebody else wants to assist, right?
Correct.
Captain,
I mean,
Ward, how would you take a shuttle down?
yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, well, and I think I'll stand up from the command chair and wander over to your station, Devel.
hmm
And yeah, I mean, Ward. So like, is she put out or is she just like escaping? I don't know.
I think I bet it. I think Devel offered it as a quick little escape from dealing with Litaal, and you're all too eager.
Uh, so
Uh,
let's see. The polar
Maybe there's even like
ionization
a
is,
brief glance. I'm like, are you all right with him?
yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Um, I mean, he's going to be remaining on the ship or going down with you, Devel. That's the quandary, right?
Lucky me.
Uh,
So Ward, control plus con, and I
yeah,
think you've got a focus for this.
yeah. I think helm operations may help us out here.
All right.
Absolutely.
I got a one, so that's pretty nice.
So that's two successes, three
Three
successes.
successes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, getting some momentum.
Okay. 4, 5 successes.
Whew.
So we've got 5 on the table. 2 of
Right.
those you can use to create a trait for shuttle flight path.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay, let's put that in the traits. And then you've got 3 left. Do you want to ask any questions, or do you just want to jam that
I think we should
for?
bank the momentum because we know two of
Yeah.
that momentum has to come out from my away team move,
Okay.
my expedition expert.
So I'm going to tell you, like it is tough. I mean, you can get a flight path planned. You're trying to evade. You kind of know the geographic region
Hmm.
that this base has to be in. But when I say region, I mean that capital R,
Yeah.
like a span. You've got
An
all of these
ion
energy
storm, which
discharges
not
in the
great.
atmosphere, ion storm. The base does not seem to be located either near the ion storm or the volcanic activity.
Okay.
It is more equatorial. And so you can get that planned out, get that set. But now I have to ask you a question. We've got a new shuttle because we always have new shuttles because we got
Right.
this mismatched shuttles.
Right. Right.
And none of the shuttles' names match.
All
Like we
right.
had the
Okay.
Galadriel, and we've had some other ones. What is the name of the shuttle that you're going to take down?
W- Uh, can you tell me what the names that we have? The Galadriel
I
and
can't remember what the other one
dang,
You
was.
certainly had a Snoopy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
we have
New, that's right.
Galadriel, Snoopy, um, the Jinx.
The Jinx. Okay.
Yeah. Going with fictional character names. I'm gonna keep it up.
Okay. All right. So you are getting that set. Um, Savari, uh, like, uh, what does fixing comms look like? Do we see you in the tubes? Do we see you fixing it from this station? Do we see you running down to engineering? Like, what does that look like?
I think I'm under the console,
Okay.
fixing something under there, making noises and cursing occasionally, but very quietly. Um, and imploring the prophets because why not? That can't hurt, right?
Absolutely. Do you want to jury rig this?
Uh, I think we might need that. Going forward, if we're rescuing people, jury rigging means that it'll blow after one.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. That does no, not right now.
Okay.
But I think maybe my focus on distress signals might help out here because I can focus on getting those frequencies free. Because we
Okay.
don't need the entertainment channels, right? We need
Okay. Uh, yeah, I think between that and computers, I'll give that to you. So I
Mhm.
think this is going to be reason plus engineering,
Okay. That's 14 again, but
14
it's
slash
14.
5.
Yeah, and do I
Difficulty
get
is
a ship die?
3.
Do I
Yes,
get
you
the
get,
ship's die?
and no, because this
Okay.
is a breach system.
Okay. So I need 3 successes here. Hmm.
Do you want to spend one from the pool?
Momentum, yeah. I mean, we have
Or,
four of these.
and
Yeah,
I'm just putting this out there because it hasn't,
yeah.
you could give me a point of
Mhm,
threat.
mhm. I know. I could do that. Yeah.
Which do you want to do?
How much threat do you have? You have 8 threat.
8, yes.
Uh-huh. I'm taking one of the momentum pool
Okay,
right
fair enough.
now
So
because,
3d20,
yeah, okay. There we go.
14 slash 5.
Yeah, come on, guys. Be nice to me, okay? Well, it's 3 successes.
Successes. So you're down there immediately. You're under the panel. Like, what is the techno babble for what you have to do to fix this to get it repaired right now?
I think I have to reroute the frequencies through the through some of the in crystalline material crystalline components of our warp drive, which is kind of not what you're supposed to do, but we need these things immediately, right? So I this will blow if we go to warp, but I think if we go to warp, it won't matter anymore.
I think that is fair. So you will repair that breach. Uh, Ward, let's come to you and then we'll go to Litaal.
Um, Let me think. Yeah, I guess I'm based on what little we have in the briefing. I think it's putting together an evacuation plan or a destroy the facility plan from a kind of operational security point of view.
Okay.
Um,
I think that maybe like kind of figure that out Uh, I think that's probably uh, da, 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 control plus security.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know that improvisation or investigation make much sense, but maybe there's a Starfleet protocol for this.
I think improvisation actually is probably the appropriate one here.
Okay. Okay. So that is 213. Uh, so yeah, let me roll those. Got two
That's two
successes.
successes. Do you want to roll the ship's die?
Oh,
Which I think will be weapons plus security, so 11/3.
oh, that's another two successes.
Okay.
Roll a one on this ship's die.
So that's four successes. So I think part of the problem is like you have an area that base is in. You need the shuttle to get to the base so that they can relay a position fix. Photon torpedoes aren't going to work. Like just because of the atmosphere and the disturbance and so on, that's not going to work. But a like stuttered phase uh, a phaser blast may punch through enough that with the atmospheric disturbance that you can actually get the hit to destroy the base. So here's what I'm going to say then. Uh, that was difficulty three. You've got one momentum. And I think that when you say to me, we're going to destroy the base from orbit, you will destroy the base from orbit.
Okay.
Unless
Okay.
the situation is radically changed, that will happen. Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah. Yeah. Um, could I, so the, could I maybe spend the momentum to like get a good answer to the evacuation question?
Uh,
Uh,
what is the evacuation question?
I guess we don't have, do we have any idea how many personnel there were uh, on the facility? Like
Let's
multiple
think.
shuttles or
If
Again,
everyone is
not
still
wishing to.
alive, if everyone is still alive, we're probably talking about a dozen and a half personnel. Based
so
on,
if we
I think
were,
Litaal can probably, give an idea of like what would be the typical complement of personnel.
Well, I was looking at my well-informed talent. At the start of the scene, I could add one threat and ask the games master two questions about the situational location.
Okay.
And I'm wondering what I know about this base that wasn't in the briefing. Um, and I'm wondering if I can help narrow down the location. I don't think I would know the coordinates, but I think I might know that it's close to a particular natural feature.
Excellent. So I will take that threat and I'll answer two questions for you. One is that you know that the sort of general reason that they are doing this here is that they are attempting to use a planet's magnetic field to amplify some planetary defense systems. That was one of the experimentations. Um, uh, a protective system, not an offensive system. A way to interdict weapons, orbital bombardment, that kind of thing. That was the general reason. There are some mineral resources that are necessary for that. And like checking earlier surveys of this planet. Now, mind you, these are secondhand because this is not a Federation planet. This sort of was leased to them by the Sakaran people to do these tests. Uh, you can go from like region down to area, let's say. Okay, so zoom in. Does that seem fair? And I think, yeah, I think you can say with definitively that it is no more than 18 people. So you could conceivably, assuming that nobody's injured, that kind of thing, you could conceivably jam them all into a shuttle with some difficulty. Reasonable answer,
Um,
Donna?
yeah, yeah. So I think, I mean, let's prep two shuttles for this.
Okay. So I think we're at the point where maybe we're looking at the away team, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
and Dr. Duval,
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my
the away team
the
is
two
yours.
momentum for the expedition expert,
Okay.
so we get those 5 rerolls.
5 rerolls. My question is, who is going on the away team?
Let's see.
Let me ask the other players. Ward, I assume you're not going?
Definitely not. You
Okay,
know, I always advise my captain not to go down. So if I'm acting captain, I should act like it.
absolutely. Then who would you like to play?
I mean, Tvilic is definitely going to go, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, maybe Tvilic.
Okay.
Unless Alan wants to play Tvilic, given that he's a favorite of yours.
I
Oh
mean,
no,
Develop is going to
Commander
suggest
Litaal.
Litaal coming
Yeah,
down.
absolutely. I think I
Yeah.
have to
It's
observe
like
the workings of the ship in all situations and crew.
Okay.
Commander Litaal, it's been some time since you've been on an away mission. Would you care to join us?
I'm pleased you invited me. It would have been embarrassing for me to ask.
Mm.
And Savari, do you want to go or do you want to take somebody else on the mission?
I think maybe Savari. I mean, if the tall dude knows something about engineering, right? Probably outdated, but we'll get them to a shuttle. I mean, come on. But some of our shuttles are old. It'll be fine. So I think Savari might want to stay because I think the away team should have some medical staff because there might be some injured people, right? As we
Okay.
said before.
Right.
But do we have a medical
We do not have a
NPC?
medical person because
Oh no.
Time
as
to make one.
Asha, you have to make one.
Yeah. You have to
Well,
make one.
there's
Okay.
there's Lieutenant Juan, right? Or
10
uh,
1, the Bolian medical
The
officer.
Bolian.
Napoleon.
Wasn't there a Bolian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he was the chief medical officer. We
Mm,
haven't made him up as a supporting character because he's been kind of
okay.
the
Okay.
butt of a number of jokes. Uh,
Oh, okay. Okay. Can I just take one of these four guys up in the NPC Series 3 line, or are they reserved for something?
you mean the current episode
Yeah.
ones? No, those are
No.
NPCs. Let me see if we
Okay.
have people down here. Uh,
Okay.
let's see who we've got. We've got the engineering officer. Uh,
Yeah, I made Asha as our
Maybe.
medical person, but she's on another
Yeah.
show now.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So just,
I.
mean,
She's very much well appreciated there, but
yeah,
Well, how about this?
we could
Why
take
don't we keep Asha's stats
oh,
uh-huh.
effectively
Okay.
just to make it kind of easier?
Uh-huh.
easy.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
and why don't you give us like a
Mhm.
name and a species?
Ah, I see. I see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Petty officer. Where's she? What's she doing? I'm just looking for Asha. Just found
Oh
the
yeah.
tab that I need
So
to
if you
use.
look, if you
Oh,
look
Sorry.
on the ship and crew tab,
Yeah. And there's
the space
Franga
where next to Lieutenant Tofir
yeah.
there,
Fear. Ah, okay. Okay.
I
Yeah. There are
deleted a lot of
the.
the
Yeah.
info
Okay.
since she
Okay.
wasn't
yeah.
part of the
Okay.
statement,
Okay.
but the
Okay.
stats are there.
So, what kind of person do we want? I think we want a human. There
Okay.
can be more humans, and I think I'm thinking maybe a kind of Bashir-like type who's like,
Okay.
yes, we will. Who is very enthusiastic about being heroic and rescuing people. A very idealistic person.
I like that. I like
It's out
that.
here on the front
Yeah, yeah, here
doing
in
the
the
real medicine,
frontier.
right?
Yeah, right, right. Yeah. So, what is your name going to be, my friend? I think your name is going to be I want something. What do I want? Oh, yes. I think his name is Murat Khan. Okay? Murat
Okay.
Khan.
Murat Khan.
He's
Excellent.
medical and his focus is definitely first aid.
Okay.
And how many of these do I get for a side character?
I think for that, I think you start with 3 focuses.
Okay. Okay.
But you can fill them in as you
Yeah, you can
go.
assign them as you
Yeah,
need to.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like
Uh,
what the classic Star Trek. Hey, we have this guest star with exactly the skill that we need.
yes.
Yeah. Well,
So, Devel, you get your team together, you gather them down, at the landing pad. Um, uh, standard loadout, phaser, tricorder, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay. Litaal, is there anything unusual that we see about how you prep for an away mission?
Oh, you said
Uh,
we also needed like breathing
Yeah,
apparatuses,
you
or is that
Three
prep.
just
Yeah,
breathers.
yeah?
yeah.
I think that he turns up in the transporter room in the classic Tellarite dungarees.
Okay. Okay. The overall uniform thing. Okay. And all of you will load onto the shuttle. Ward, is there anything you want to do before I cut to essentially the shuttle traveling down?
Yeah, I think because we're still a little bit frosty about any Dominion interference, I will put us in orbit where we try to stay in contact with the shuttles as possible.
Yeah, you
Or
still
the
don't know
shuttle,
what the deal is with those Dominion ships. Like
yeah,
all you know is it's Dominion wreckage in orbit. That's all you know.
I guess that defense system worked a little bit too well, right? Um, so yeah, I will try to I'll let them know that I'll tr stay in contact if possible, and I'll give them a heads up if the situation changes up here.
All right.
Oh,
Uh,
one
yes,
extra thing that I think she would bring pack in the shuttle is like those signal booster things that we always see that, you know, sometimes work.
absolutely, absolutely. You can get those set. And you will load up onto the shuttle, and you will go to fly down. Um, I'm spending a point of my threat since you gave
Oh
me some extra
no.
threat.
Yeah.
You are flying down through difficult atmosphere. Would be difficulty 4, down to 3 because of the trait that you created. Who is rolling the piloting roll? That is control plus con.
Commander, do you want to take us down?
I think we don't have any alternative, do we? I think I am sadly the most likely person to manage that. Although, what's our medic?
oh,
Control and con. Oh no. Oh well, yeah,
no.
fine.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah, that's me.
you or
Mhm.
Tavalic, I think. Nope,
Yeah,
nope. Tavalic's also a one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a
Um,
reason that Ward was always brought along on these things.
Yes.
it
Yeah.
was.
Mhm.
So,
Well, Ensign Callie is busy, so
Now, mind you, one of the things is you do have a reroll available to you from Devel. So control plus con, difficulty 3.
okay. Let's see. One, two, 3 dice.
use
Yeah,
the
So you're
momentum
spending a
if you need
momentum?
it.
I am.
Yeah.
Of
Okay.
course I am.
Yeah. It's valid.
Okay. Three
Okay.
dice, control plus
Oh,
con.
sorry, I've knocked one down. There we go. And roll. That's
So,
not good.
no, it is not. Now, if
Oh,
you'd like to, you have determination. You could spend that determination now to re-roll some of those dice.
Um, that would seem. Sorry, should I have put one determination in? I should have, shouldn't
Yeah,
I?
yeah. You'll
Yeah,
start
yeah.
with one
Okay,
for the
okay.
episode.
Yeah, I am going to spend that determination, but only if it links into one of my values, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um, Work hard and you should get on.
I like it. So we keep the five because that's a success, and you're going to
And then
re-roll the
we
20 and the 18.
okay.
So, uh, would
We're
you like
going
to?
in.
Okay, you have now. That was essentially the values reroll with the determination. You do have five rerolls from Devel.
I,
Yeah,
Devel.
Lieutenant Commander.
you may re-roll a single d20
Yeah.
on any task. Plus, presumably you have a co-pilot assisting, so but that only works if he succeeds, right? Assist die.
Uh, yeah, but he's got one. He's got one success. He still needs two more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm re-rolling those two die again.
you re-roll one die now.
Oh, re sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, bugger. How do I get rid of them? Ah, that. There you go. One dice. Um, but I got rid of the 20. Let's keep
Yeah,
our eyes
that's
on the
good.
prize here,
Yeah.
colleagues.
Yeah, there.
Jesus.
Okay.
It's okay. We're good.
Oh, wow.
So I think this shuttle goes into the atmosphere and like immediately, Litaal, you are getting anomalous energy signatures, but also you're getting like this was not picked up on the sensors. You are getting a set of vibrations that are starting to rip the ship apart. And I think that we will hear tearing, and we will see this shuttlecraft go down. Let me ask you this, Litaal. Are you more interested in safety or accuracy of where you land?
Ooh. Oh, that is so difficult. The idea of diverging from that flight plan is too difficult for Lital, so it's about accuracy.
Okay, so
Don't worry, don't worry. I can get us there. I can get us there.
okay, if everyone who is on the shuttle would now please come up with a name for your injury trait. Whether that is
I love
sprained
that.
ankle, broken arm, head wound. What do you think? Tvilic, what is the injury that you take?
Um, is is broken ribs
I like it. Yeah,
about right?
it's a
Yeah.
classic. Oh, I broke my ribs. We don't have to do any special effects for it, but you
Mhm.
can play it up.
Mhm.
So, the casting likes that.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Um,
also, nobody should make Tvilic laugh because that is the most painful thing
absolutely.
when you've got broken ribs.
Lital, what is the injury trait that you are going to suffer?
I think a broken arm.
Okay. So, like, you come down, there's that crumpling, you're thrown, you'll get up,
Oh,
there's that, you know, Tellarite feeling and that loss of the use of the limb for a moment, that the Tellarites do not react well to that. I think there is a brief moment of panic that you will have there before you realize the situation. So it's let me get
Khan.
Con.
Dr. Murad Khan.
Khan. Khan, what is the injury that you are going to take?
I think I got a concussion
Okay,
with a little bleeding, just cosmetically.
absolutely. But we can see when you go to move, we can tell that you've gotten concussed. Does that seem reasonable? Okay. And Devel.
Everybody took all mine.
I know. I wanted to give you the most difficult one here.
Seriously. A sprain, ankle sprain.
Okay. Yeah. Twisted when you go down, and like I think there is that shaking, and I think we cut away a little bit long distance shot. We can see that the shuttle is embedded in the jungle, it's at a 50-degree angle. Smoke is pouring off from it, uh, and sort of absolute silence as we go into our commercial break. Let's take five, and we'll come back with what has happened. So we take up, the the shuttle is damaged. There's like the little emergency lights that are on it. I think the door will open. We see the small rebreathers here. There's lightning, thunder, we see flashes of that. Hear the rolling thunder in the distance, and you can kind of step out, and I think you're kind of on a slightly higher ground. And I think on the beautifully, painted backdrop in the distance, digitally painted, but still painted, I think you can see sort of across this valley that you're kind of on the edge of the jungle floor, and you can see like some antennae and some lights that suggest that as bad as his landing was, and this shuttle is not leaving the planet anytime soon, uh, you actually are within visual distance of the base. Litaal landed it like a champ.
Good work, Commander Litaal. Next time, someone remind me not to take the jinx.
With hindsight, Lieutenant Commander, I can only agree with you. I think too, perhaps take someone from the flight controller pool.
Well, we needed the room to hopefully bring others back.
Khan.
A landing you can walk away from, right, Commander?
I'm gonna need help with that, actually.
So, Khan, let me ask you,
Yeah.
you're going to need to get moving here, but you
Yes.
probably have time to try and patch one
Yes.
of these injuries. So, who do you want
Mhm.
to patch up?
Whoever has the twisted angle, because we need to walk, and I mean,
Okay. Then I think that is a difficulty two, uh,
okay,
uh, and control, or let's say, actually, I think a daring plus medicine here.
okay,
Can
cool.
I
And you do have a
assist
specialty.
I
by
do have a
like,
specialty in
Yeah, first
first aid.
aid.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
And
Yes.
then we'll have Devel roll if we need it.
yeah,
Okay. Let's see. What kind of dice do you use
2D,
least?
2D20.
Yeah. Okay. 2d20, and I got was daring, right? So 13 for.
13
Okay.
4.
Okay. Yeah, the dice like this guy. I mean, it's two successes.
Three
three
successes
successes.
with that
Three
one.
successes. You're
Yeah.
right. You are right. Three successes. Well, that was not
Uh,
that
Devel, you can roll
hard.
your assist die to generate some momentum if you want.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, and she's just doing like a cursory scan for what would be good for making a splint.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
So five successes.
Wow. Yes.
So you get three extra
Wow, it's got
momentum.
some natural
Mhm.
healing aloe to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I
Ah.
think that there
Mhm.
are easy, ready things. Now, you've got three momentum, Con.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
could
Yeah.
you could take two of that momentum to heal another
Mhm.
person's injury trait.
Um, let's see. We have a broken arm here, and what was the first one? Cracked ribs in the security guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I'm going for the cracked ribs and the
Okay.
security guy because we might need the security, honestly. And also, he looks very grumpy.
Yeah.
He looks so maybe he will look less grumpy
Yeah.
if I perform this thing.
So we can put that last momentum into the
Mhm.
pool
Mhm.
there, and I'll add that in. Uh, and essentially, we see you with the medical device, the doing the microsuturing, the bone knitting there to kind of get it set, real temporary. Um, and Litaal, I assume you're kind of making a sling.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if because I think I'm our second best medic, so I'm wondering whether there's anything my assist and medicine could do that
Well, we've
usefully.
already got an assist from Devel on that roll.
Then what about? Do you want me to roll for a sling, or do I just make a sling?
Uh, so let's have, if you want to have a sling such that your trait won't come into play, I think we'll have that with a control plus medicine roll.
Okay, so that is
Difficulty
12.
2.
Okay, and I'm rolling 2 dice and wondering. No. Okay, 2 dice. What have we got to lose? Oh, we continue to lose lots.
So just one success. So I think that the problem is when you get that sling on, but that arm is pretty badly broken.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have a serious problem there.
How would you feel about one success turning into ignore the trait for the cost of stress?
How about ignore the trait, but you've lost either your tricorder or your phaser?
Oh, phaser's gone.
Okay, phaser is gone. So yeah, I'll give you that trade for the fail forward on that. And I think Tvilic, you will realize that as the group starts moving, you'll look over and you'll realize that Commander Litaal's sidearm is gone.
Is
He,
it
he can
like
he can have mine. I can't see really straight, so probably better if he has
Are we slightly worried about a concussed doctor?
it. No, it's gonna be
Should
fine. It's gonna be fine. I fixed the bleeding, so yeah. Just looking straight is a little hard right now.
Tvilic, you're in charge of security. How do you want to manage this?
yeah, Doctor, why don't you hand your phaser over to the commander?
Okay,
Um,
cool.
what do your efficiency manuals say about the loss of Starfleet equipment, Commander?
I think probably my greater problem, Lieutenant, is the loss of a shuttle.
Oh, also in your ledger, I think.
Indeed, yes, and I dare say my pension will suffer.
Uh,
It was a pretty bad storm, though.
It's very nice of you to say so, Doctor, but let's not pretend.
Yeah,
Devel, what are
okay.
your orders?
All right. Have we gotten down to the ground,
Well,
presumably?
yeah, you climbed out of the shuttle.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, let's make our there's nothing we can do about the shuttle at all. So let's head towards the outpost, see what happened, see if there's any survivors.
Okay. So this is going to be a roll. I'll let you choose who wants to lead. This is going to be a fitness plus security roll. I think this is difficulty 2 to get like ahead of the storm and get to their shelter without hitting complications or natural environmental problems or anything like that. Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah, totally.
So who wants to do that fitness plus security? And then someone can assist if they want.
I feel like Tvilic taking lead makes the most sense. Is the head of
Yeah,
our
yeah.
So
Uh,
I'll assist,
okay,
which is the kiss of death
yes, it
this
is.
evening.
So let's start with Tvilic's roll for fitness and security, and then we'll have you roll your assist die, Litaal,
yeah, I don't think there's any focuses here,
for like
unless we're
jungle
using.
survival,
Yeah, no,
cross-country
nothing like that.
hiking.
plus there's the expeditionary rolls specifically for this sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
so I'll just roll 2 dice, and it is 13. Wow.
Oh, buddy. Would
might
you like to
wanna
Shoot
use
before
one
you
of those
roll that one.
rerolls on that 20?
Yeah, just to get rid of it. Um, let me extra. It's the, uh, 7. That's much better.
So
Much
that's
better.
one success.
Yes.
And Litaal, you want to assist?
Yeah, whenever you assist another character using your command, the assist character may reroll 1d20. So I'm thinking advice is control and command is 3, so that's 13.
Okay, so let's have you roll your die, and then we'll give that other reroll to Villic.
Oh,
That is
it was
success. So two
statistics said it was
successes.
bound to happen sooner or later.
To Villic, you can reroll
So
one more die.
re-rolling the what was the 19? Yeah. So
Whoops.
20 back. Thanks. So
So two successes. You are able to cross that uh, area there, but to Villic, uh, I would like you to write in the trait ringing in my ears.
that is for Tvilic himself,
Yeah.
or
Um, as you are traveling through here, as you're walking along, uh, like you're starting to feel something odd, a weird thing. It is particularly hitting your antennae. Um, you're not sure if it's something in the air or energy or what, but you are feeling it's, of course, you don't want to, you're an Andorian, you don't want to reveal that you're not feeling well. And I think maybe we kind of cut to you standing there in that way that tells us maybe we hear that. What's that sound on original series where we hear that sound like they picked up something, but they don't want to admit it? I think we see that.
yeah, I wonder if we see Tvilic, rub his head and the antennae just don't spring up as quick as they usually do, and maybe we see like this strange purple residue on his fingertips after he does that.
I like it. You all will move across through this jungle. Devel, it is fascinating. What a rich and diverse plant
I
biome. Not much in the way of like animal life that you're seeing or hearing in terms of birds or mammals or anything like that, but insects and plants and trees and all of that kind of flora are present here.
am.
Uh, and you will come up to this facility. We kind of stop, at the edge of the wood line. There's clearly been some clearing that's been done to get this space here. There is a mining setup outside, an extractor. If you imagine sort of Alpha Centauri style kind of extractor set up in the field that is currently idle, but it would be used to extract the minerals that they wanted. You can see that there are a number of antenna and sort of broadcasting things that you guess are part of whatever apparatus they use to for whatever defense system they're using. That is broken in a number of places and is powered down. It doesn't look like it's active at all. There are a couple of buildings here. You can see that uh, at one of the buildings, sort of at the far distance, there are lights on in various spots. One of the buildings at far distance, you can see that like the big like front doors are open, which they shouldn't be. But I think the other thing you'll see is kind of close here by the closest of the sort of that might look like it's the one with the open door might look like it's sort of the lodging personnel thing, but this over here seems to be more of the workshop type thing. And outside of it, from here, you can see that there is a body on the ground.
Hmm. Right. Well, immediately going to check the body, but like, she's doing like a scan of like these antennas were broken, but are like they blasted broken or broken in like crashing type ways.
Okay, let's have you
Like,
make a reason plus engineering roll.
Um, Lieutenant Commander,
yes, Commander.
you're interested in those antennae?
I'm interested in knowing what happened.
I might be able to help with that. I was the chief engineer.
I'm aware of your record, sir.
Um, it just would seem to me inefficient to use a less effective member of the crew to undertake a task.
Less effective.
Uh, I don't remember seeing much engineering on your record. Aren't you a botanist or something?
Uh, among other things.
Indeed so.
I'm all
But
I'm
absolutely, absolutely.
I'm
I
I'm
I
all for
overstep. I am here as an observer and only as an observer.
no, you are
Forgive
here
me,
as part
Dr.
of a
Devell.
you are here as part of our away team. That is not an observer. You are an active member. And I
Oh,
welcome all input. And I would be happy to have your assistance.
Like
Duvel.
Yeah.
Tvilic says in an aside to Dr. Khan, well, this is certainly more effective than just getting it done.
Yeah, I'll look at the bodies though. Maybe we
Okay, let me
can.
resolve this thing, and then we'll come to the
Yeah.
to the body.
Yeah.
Uh, Duvel,
Hmm.
do you have Litaal assist you, or do you take charge or do you let Litaal take charge?
I think I think she orders Latal to do the scan.
Okay. So Litaal take the primary action on that. Again, reason plus engineering, and you may roll the assist die, Duvel.
Okay.
I'm wondering whether my communications expertise from listening post gamma would help.
It's not a communication device. It is, in fact, something
Oh,
else.
well, that tells us something already. So just two dice.
Two dice.
Mhm.
Oh, Jesus God. I
Would
have
you
now
like to
rolled
spend another one of the
four 20s.
would you like to spend another one of the expedition rerolls to
I'm
I
reroll a
not
would.
sure.
20?
I I
No,
don't know what that
I should
triggers
take that.
Oh, that's right. It can't be used for
because it's
that.
navigate the terrain or circumvent a hazard or
Yeah,
obstacle.
Okay.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So that's one success. Devel,
There's
two.
two successes.
So uh, we've got one momentum. Uh, it looks like that this is a pretty elaborate device. It's hard to tell from here, Commander Litaal, what the actual, like, how it actually functions. It's definitely not communications, but it seems to be creating some kind of field, energy field here that then interacts with the planetary magnetic field. Like you're looking at it, you're like, this is very hot, like experimental. Um, it does look like when it was used, and it definitely looks like it was used, there was unexpected feedback. Uh, and like you go, okay, well, was it magnetic field feedback? Was it the ships firing down? No, it's something else. Like something else caused feedback, and this thing is damaged irreparably.
Hmm.
Um, so does that seem like a reasonable answer to you?
That seems a
Okay.
very reasonable answer on a
Yeah.
20, yes.
Yeah. Well, you've got one momentum left. Do you want to put that in the pool or
Yeah.
ask a question? Okay, put that in pool.
Can I add
Latal.
like
Oh, go
oh
on.
I just wanted to add like a little flavor based off that role. It's like it start off with them arguing, but then they're like doing the back and forth science talk of as they describe everything that you just told us.
Yeah. Latal, would you please add a trait to yourself called ringing in my ears? Con. Con. Sorry.
Yeah,
Had
that's
to.
fine.
Uh,
Yeah, body on
y-
the ground.
y-
Woo. I mean,
you move over to the body.
Yes.
Let's have you, you're going to get basic information, but let's have you make a
Yeah.
medicine
Okay.
plus reason roll.
Okay. Does where am I? I'm here. Does first aid help?
No, no, this guy is
No.
dead.
Okay. Well, still we can roll. What reason plus medicine, right?
Yeah,
Who gave this guy a reason of 8? I mean, okay. I'm just rolling. It's look at that. It's a success.
okay.
It's not a 20.
Uh, and you may want to flip the insight and reason because Asha was originally a counselor. So if you
Yeah.
want to flip that around, you go
Yes,
ahead.
I would love that.
Okay.
Yes. Let
Um,
me do that. In which case, no,
so
still just one success.
you will look. This guy has clutched in his hand what looks like some kind of spanner, some kind
Hmm.
of metal rod.
Hmm.
There's blood on the end of it.
Oh no.
You can see that he has uh, several wounds on his body. They look like knife wounds.
Knife
Uh,
wounds.
but the other thing that you're seeing is that as you turn him over, kind of coming down from where his eyes are, it almost looks like you know how makeup kind of mascara runs.
Hmm.
It's a little bit like that, but it looks like dried blood, and there's a little bit of dried blood in his ear.
I do have a focus on pathogens though.
Yes, is why I gave you the extra
Oh, okay.
success.
Okay. Thank you.
And you
Okay, I get.
realize,
Yeah, okay.
okay, like you'd immediately do a medical scanner, like to make
Mm-hmm.
sure, oh God, is there some, you're not picking anything up in terms of it being like a communicable, like viral, bacteriological, any of that kind of thing. Like you immediately move
Okay.
to
Yeah.
that, and
Mm.
you're not picking that up. Something else has occurred here to cause that
Okay.
change.
Cool. Okay. I mean, as a player, I have some ideas, but I will say there has something killed him. Vibrations, some kind of weapon. I don't know. I I don't know. But he has a knife in his hand, and no, he has a spanner in his hand with
Yep.
blood on it. Looks like they killed each. He was killed by maybe another crew member. I will go and look if I can find more of that, and I will say that out loud. Will not wait for an order, but I will say I will go and look for other people.
Tivilic, while Litaal and Duvel are examining the research weapon thing, Khan's checking out the body. What are you doing?
I mean, these great big double doors, right? Uh, I'm taking a closer look.
Okay. Looks like
I'm trying
there's
to watch
still
out for.
minimal power. It looks like you could get them open. Do you want to open them up and kind of survey the scene?
Um, well, I think maybe I can do a circuit to see if there's any viewports or windows or anything like that before we enter. I want to wait till the others are ready with their investigations before I
Sure.
open the doors.
I think that's going to be reason plus security.
Okay. Um, yeah, I think that is a straight 15.
Yeah.
I don't know if my ringing ears affect me at all
Not for this yet.
for this yet. Okay. Well, that is ominous. That is 2 successes.
Two successes. So you will make your way around. There are a lot of footprints around here, you know, jungle floor, that kind of thing. You're looking around. You will find outside another body out here. Uh, this one looks like it got phasered. You can see the burn marks it got, you know, that kind of when a phaser set at that kind of mid-range between stun and kill hits and does cellular damage. Uh, uh, but again, has that eye bleeding, ear bleeding uh, as well. Uh, you are pretty certain, though, of two things. One, there is movement inside the lab. Two, there's some non-Federation boot prints around here.
Okay. Um, I mean, if I don't recognize them plainly, is there something I can do with a tricorder that might help?
Uh, I will, how about I will tell you, I'll give you an answer to a question that you might have here using the tricorder. Um, you will, you know, pull it up, kind of check it. They are not Jem'Hadar boot prints.
Okay. Okay.
Like you're like, okay, those aren't Federation boot prints, but those aren't Jem'Hadar. Like they have very specific, combat boots that they use,
Yeah.
and it is not them.
Yeah. I mean, I think we weren't apprised of a native population here of the Sakarans, but I think
Yeah.
that's kind of
They don't live
coincidental.
here. This is not they live in an adjoining system. This is
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
planet that they had discovered and they leased to the Federation.
Okay. Yeah, I guess when I get back around, I will tell everyone what I've seen and uh, check in whether we're ready to start banging on windows or open that door.
Duvel, I think that's in your court now. You are
Okay.
muted though, so I won't know what you're doing.
I think like she calls everyone a little thing. All right. And this is like her version of like the conference room meeting. Do we check out the closed door facility first or the one with the open doors? That way we can be aware of anyone that might potentially come upon us.
We could check the tricorder for life signs if anybody's still kicking, I guess.
Yeah, in which of those buildings was there movement to Villic?
The
The,
labs,
the big
right?
lab building. And I think that with the atmospheric interference, you're not going to get much, but you're definitely going to get from the tricorders. Yeah, there are life signs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how about this? He said. I spent to threat. Those doors come open, and you will see these four figures, Federation uniforms, ripped and torn, faces flushed down with kind of dried blood on their faces, like maybe a Tellarite, a couple of humans, maybe like a Bajoran, and they come running out with makeshift weapons, and they come running out with the intent to kill and rushing at you. Uh, uh, so, Duvel, who goes first from your side?
I think Tavilak's probably the quickest at the ready.
Okay, so we start with this action round. Top of the round, Tvilic. It's been a kind of huddle. You guys are a little ways away. These four are running fast zombie rush. We get a little bit of camera shake there. Not too much because it would break the suspension. But they come running at you. Classic Star Trek. Oh my, they've gotten. They've been made crazy. And they come running. What do you do, Tvilic?
I mean, I sigh in relief. Finally, I can shoot something. Uh, Set to stun, obviously, because I'm sure we can heal these guys.
Okay. So I believe that it is for ranged is control plus security.
Okay, and I don't know that this is small unit tactics.
I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah. So
You
I will
could try and take
just
him on with melee.
I could, but that might be more dangerous for them.
Okay.
Um,
So 15s,
yeah,
difficulty 2 to hit.
okay. And I don't know if I have like a phaser rifle or just a hand
I assume you
phaser
don't have a
or
phaser rifle
whatever.
because I would have some threat then.
Okay, okay. Um, so yeah, let's just roll those two dice and see what
Standard
happens.
phaser 2s. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
We're so close to double ones. Rock back 5, so 3 successes.
So 3 successes. I think that you like, what does that look like when, I mean, what tells us that this is what you do?
Yeah, I think this kind of command huddle, Tavalic was there and kind of keeping an ear out, but kind of scanning the horizon and over to the windows where we saw the activity. And as soon as the doors open, like even before you see the crazed Starfleet members, he spins, drops to one knee, and just lets off a couple of bursts with the hand phaser, hitting them square in the chest.
Absolutely drop one of these guys. They're going to go like furthest forward one runs at you, Tavilic, and swings another looks like a wrench, just kind of swinging at you. They're trying to hit you. So,
With the third success, can I add to the momentum pool, or do I do something different?
I assume you wanted to. So it was. I took that momentum to take it out completely.
Okay, okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So uh, this guy will swing and hit you with the spanner here. You are going to take 5 stress as he hits you, smacks into you. Uh,
Okay.
who wants to go next from your side?
I will.
Okay, Devel.
Yeah. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna, she's gonna like do like a little combat roll as she comes up to try to stun one.
Okay, a control plus security.
All right. Yeah, they have to give up 1 success.
1 success. What happens that you don't like hit them?
I think one of the other ones tackles me.
Okay, kind of knocks into your way as you're doing that shot. And this one that has tackled you is going to try and essentially trying to wrench your arm right now.
Mm, not a fan of that.
So you are also going to take 5 stress. It
Oof.
grabs, he's wrestling with your arm, pulling on it, pulling it back. Uh, Litaal or Khan? Who?
Litaal, I think. I have the doctor's phaser.
That you do.
Yes.
Who do you want to
Uh,
shoot?
so one down.
So it's one down, one on Devel, 2 more kind of rushing at you and Khan.
I think I have to defend the doctor. So any disadvantage to putting the phaser on a uh, wide arc?
So you increase the difficulty by 1 to try and hit 2 of them.
No, I don't have it in me. So this is control and security. So that's
Yep,
13.
that's not bad.
Ooh.
2 dice. 1 success.
1 success. What is it like? Is it, are they moving too fast? Is you just are you fumbling because you've only got one arm? What do you think it is?
I think I'm preoccupied with trying to put myself between the doctor and them.
Okay. Uh, I'm going to say, if you want, that you are between the doctor and them, and the 2 of them are going to try
No,
and hit you.
Yeah.
no, no. Doctor's moving forward.
Okay, well, I'm doing order of operations. Do you want to spend momentum to go before they?
No,
But
no, no. That's fine. Okay.
okay, it's up to you. Uh,
No,
uh,
I have more stress than anybody else. We are quite
so one of them is going
chunky
to go,
individuals.
then Khan will go, and then the other one will go. So that's our sort. So the first one is kind of running at you. Litaal is gonna make a swing. Oh, that's uh, no, no, wrong, wrong. Clear that. Move it all. And misses. Like they get up at you. Is it that they're uncoordinated? Is it that you dodge back? What do you think that is?
I think I dodge forward.
Okay. Khan, you see Litaal kind of try to interpose. One of them comes
Mhm.
at them, doesn't. The other one is still coming. What do you want to do?
I want to sedate him.
Okay.
I have a
Uh,
sedative,
okay.
so
This is still will be daring or fitness plus security to
okay.
actually jam them with
Yeah,
this.
that I'm not great at that, but you never know. Okay.
Okay.
So I think I'm at 11
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
What's our momentum looking like? Where's,
We've
oh,
got
there's,
1 point.
not great. Okay. Forget momentum. That's not, I can't use the expedition reroll, right?
Right.
No. Well, okay then. Come on, doctor. You can do this. It's gonna be fine. Well, it's one
One
success.
success. So I think you are up on him, and but you
Mhm.
don't land the blow.
Oh,
So you're kind of locked up. He is going to try and hit you,
mm-hmm. No.
and will land 5 stress on you.
Okay.
Essentially, actually, I'm going to say 3 stress, and he has knocked you down and is kind of pinning you to the ground right now.
Okay. Oh, no.
Uh,
But I still got my, do I still got my sedative
you've still
thingy?
got it in your hand. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Uh, Top of the next round, Tvilic. There's one on Khan, the doctor. There's one on Litaal, but Litaal is dodged out of the way, and there's one on Duvel.
Well, gosh, I guess I should save the doctor, given that there may be
Yes,
some work
because the
for him
doctor
to
also
do.
has a concussion, which I might invoke here in a moment.
Well, I'm going to yeah, clear off that attacker from Dr. Khan.
Okay.
Shoot him in the back, I guess, is how a human would put it.
Andorians never say that.
Some humans have this mistaken belief in faring a fair fight. I don't know what's with that. 2 successes.
Okay. So that will hit and blast that one off of the doctor. There. The doctor does not look in great shape because, as pointed out, the doctor doesn't have very much stress, which is like no stress. So the doctor, I need to actually, I forgot, you don't mark stress because you're a supporting character. I need you to mark another injury.
I think what he had a weapon in his hand, right?
Yeah.
Let's say it was sharp, so I have a cut, a
Okay.
deep
Yeah.
cut on my shoulder or something.
Deep, deep cut. You are
Deep
not
cut
in
is
great
good.
shape.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But Lieutenant Tvilic has blasted this person off. There's two of them up. Devel. Uh, This one goes to like it's got your arm with one hand, and with the other hand, it's reaching over to try and throttle you. But it can't quite get the grip.
Phew.
It's trying to get at you. It's trying to get that, but like you're fighting it. It can't land that to choke you out. Uh, Devel, would you like to go?
Yeah, yes, I would. I would
Okay.
like to. Uh, I guess it has to be a physical
At
or
this point, yeah.
fitness plus security to try and stun them
Yep.
at close range. All right.
You're trying to get the phaser up so you can get that
You know
shot.
what? I will spend my determination
Okay. Two successes
because
right off the bat.
yep. And it's good leaders get their hands dirty.
Okay, which you
Uh,
are definitely here, rolling around in the mud.
yep. Normally I'm okay with this, but oh, would you look at that? Three
Look
more
at
successes.
3 more successes. So 5 successes. You only needed 3 to completely take him out. So you've got
Hmm.
2 that you can put in the momentum pool if you
I will
want.
do that. Yes.
Uh,
People.
what does that look like? And it is like a shocking expert hit.
Yeah, like there's some rolling around, then all of a sudden the as like, and then she's like hops up and she's like in a defensive stance,
And
lining up a shot for others,
you will
maybe like calling out.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely drop him. Uh, uh, so we've got the one left, Litaal.
I want to. I dodged forward,
Yep.
so I want to turn and fire.
Okay, let's have you make that roll.
There's momentum now.
Yeah, do you want to spend momentum?
Ooh, yes, I do. Will
Take
someone
that to
delete that?
two.
So I'll, yeah. At last. That's three successes.
Oh yeah. What does that look like?
Um, Tellarites are not known for their agility, but that's ducking under the swing and then spinning on a sixpence reveals that just because they're tubby doesn't mean that they are not light on their feet.
hit the blast, it'll kind of pick him up, and then they crash to the ground. And I want to put the button on this episode as you're getting Khan up. Khan feeling a little woozy. You've got that concussion bleeding there. I think as you are getting up, you will see a figure, that building, the far building where the doors are open. You will see a figure come out. They they have a sling as well. You can see they've got some bandages on. They're in a Federation uniform. They're come kind of staggering out. They do not have anything on their face, any of those marks. They're coming towards you, and they will shout at you. Uh, they 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 took they kidnapped they took people uh the commander they took her I don't know where they came from. I don't know where they went out into the jungle, uh, and they'll stagger forward and then kind of lean against the wall of one of these things, and then they say, but but it but Wells went after them. Wells went after them. She's gonna kill everyone. She's gonna kill everyone. I think we get a crackle of lightning in the distance, and I think we cut up to the Kintsugi, and we hear, Captain, the ship just dumped out of warp. Dominion signatures. And that's our mid-episode break. That's where we're stopping for today. Sound reasonable? Let's do stars and wishes here. Let's start in order of injury. Khan, uh, uh, let's start with you for stars and wishes.
Yeah, Star is good to be back on the Kintsugi. I loved seeing that ship again. Also, I really love that mission where we have these weird people. That's always fun. And yeah, stars all around. I really like the tension between Litaal and everyone else. I also love Litaal. Um, being like, yeah, I know everything. Basically, I can help you. I will help you. Oh, this doesn't work. And I'm sorry, Alan, for the dice. That was not, we were
Oh,
not kind to it all. Yeah, yeah, it's good to be back on
awesome.
that ship.
And we'll get some stuff for uh, your main character. Next time
Mhm.
we'll do some stuff on the ship so we can get Savari some action.
Okay,
And think about
cool.
those B plots, and we'll get on those.
Yeah, 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 absolutely.
Uh, let's see. Devel got some stress and the injury. So Devel, what are you at?
Yeah, I love meeting Litaal. It's always great playing with all of you, but it's been a while, Alan. I absolutely love the argument that we got into because I was really hoping to get into an argument with the teller, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure Lowell loved it because his face lit up in delight with like our bickering. Lowell, always love your setup for the mid episode twist type thing. Ward's being put upon, been great, and Savari's like, "Hey, my panel is great. Get out of my way." Uh, Wishes, I'm looking forward to seeing who these mystery people in the NPC tabs are.
Okay.
There's some great images.
Yeah. And now I'd like to give you the mid-credits bit. I consider this the credits. There's a mid-credits bit. I think as the camera comes around, as Khan's moving over to check this person, I think the camera comes over to Tavalic, and I think we see a tiny drop of blood coming out of Tavalic's eye. Tavalic.
Yeah. I guess Jolene's scattergun stars have hit all the high points for me. Great to have Alan back and Litaal and butting heads already, which is fantastic. Um, yeah, I like the I guess Ward having the opportunity to kind of stand up for her crew when it's not Haskell. That's a different mode for her. So yeah, and always great to see Tvelic in action. Although he's come off a bit worse for wear before and after that stinger, lol. And yeah, looking forward to getting to the bottom of this. And yeah, having I don't know some ship combat. Always always fun.
Awesome. And Litaal.
Yeah, lovely to be back. I do enjoy Star Trek a lot, and thank you everyone for allowing me to be just rude, and interfering and all those other things that Han Latal loves to do. I particularly enjoyed you dealing with so many 20s, Lowell. You know, there comes a point when those critical failures, what are you going to do with them? I loved that I caused a breach on the ship. I loved that I crashed the shuttle, and I think Devell and I are going to be the best of friends. And no, it's been great. And wishes, um, I think, as I remember it, Tellarites have particularly sensitive senses. So I'm wondering what this ring in the ears is going to do to me, other than turn me into some ravening zombie. Don't know.
Absolutely.
Just curious.
Yeah.
Other wishes, and this is just a wish for the time I'm here, is just to have some scenes with every one of the other characters. You know,
Abs
as part of my inspection role.
Absolutely. We'll try and make time. If we don't have that as the end bit for next episode, we'll definitely make that a focus of the following episode there.
Thank you.
Uh, when DeVille's brother comes to have the wedding on the ship, but that's a whole preview thing there. Uh, uh, so uh, yeah, I do love one of the things I love is when we get success, but we still have a 20 in the mix. Like I love, that's the success with complication that's really, really bad that I love. But as Jolie will tell you, I've killed PCs with the 20 in the other game. So they lost their supporting science officer in a few sessions ago because of that.
Then
Thank you
I can
all.
only express my immense gratitude this session then.
Yes. All right. I am going to stop the recording.